Men are often deeply attracted to women who exhibit authenticity and natural confidence. When a woman doesn't try too hard, it's a sign that she is comfortable with who she is and doesn't need to seek external validation. This kind of authenticity is magnetic, drawing men in because it exudes a sense of security and self-assurance. There is something incredibly alluring about a woman who simply is, without constantly trying to impress or conform to societal expectation. In contrast to those who feel the need to put on a mask or be someone they're not, women who are true to themselves create an atmosphere of ease, which is incredibly attractive. A woman who doesn't try too hard often radiates confidence in the most natural way possible. She doesn't need to boast about her achievements or appear flawless because her self-worth isn't tied to what others think of her. This type of woman's confidence isn't manufactured. It's grounded in the acceptance of who she is, both her strengths and imperfections. This kind of confidence is magnetic because it makes a man feel comfortable and secure. He doesn't feel like he has to constantly reassure her or build her up, as she already possesses a sense of inner strength. Moreover, natural confidence allows a woman to be relaxed in social situations. She doesn't overanalyze her every word or gesture, which makes her presence feel effortless and authentic. In this way, she creates an environment of comfort for those around her. Men are particularly attracted to this type of energy because it's refreshing and free from the usual pressure or performance that sometimes comes with dating. It fosters a deeper connection because both individuals feel they can be themselves without judgment. Authenticity in this context means that a woman doesn't need to change who she is to fit someone else's expectations or mold. She attracts others because she is at peace with herself, and this peace becomes contagious. It's no wonder that men are so drawn to women who don't try too hard. There's nothing more captivating than someone who is unapologetically themselves, comfortable in their own skin, and radiating confidence without effort. This self-assurance is a trait that resonates deeply with men as it signifies emotional maturity, stability, and an attractive sense of independence. Men are often drawn to women who seem to possess effortless beauty and charm. When a woman doesn't try too hard to look perfect or constantly strives to maintain a highly curated appearance, it often makes her more attractive. The reason for this lies in the subtle and understated confidence she projects. Rather than focusing on trying to impress others with her external appearance, she allows her natural beauty to shine through. This authenticity in her looks is incredibly alluring, as it conveys a sense of self-assuredness and ease. There is something undeniably attractive about a woman who doesn't feel the need to overdo things, whether it's in her makeup, her clothing, or her behavior. It's the essence of simplicity that catches attention and stirs admiration. The idea of effortless beauty isn't about neglecting self-care, it's about not overextending oneself in pursuit of perfection. Women who try too hard to meet society's high standards of beauty often end up feeling exhausted by the constant effort to keep up with trends or standards. On the other hand, a woman who understands that beauty doesn't have to be forced naturally exudes a kind of grace that is both enviable and magnetic. She is someone who knows how to highlight her best features without overcompensating. Whether it's through her smile, the way she carries herself, or even the way she dresses, her attractiveness comes from a place of self-respect and comfort. Another important aspect of effortless beauty is the ability to embrace one's individuality. When a woman doesn't try to conform to every passing trend or adopt the latest fashion craze, she shows a deeper level of self-awareness and confidence. This is not to say that she doesn't care about how she looks, but rather that her appearance is a reflection of her unique style and personality, not the opinions of others. Men are naturally drawn to this because it signals that she is not living for the approval of others, but for herself. It shows a deep level of emotional maturity and independence, qualities that are very appealing in a partner. In addition to physical beauty, charm is another quality that seems to come effortlessly in women who don't try too hard. These women typically exude an ease in social situations, or their charm isn't forced. It flows naturally because they're not concerned with making sure everyone likes them. Instead, they're comfortable in their own skin, which allows them to connect with others in a genuine way. This type of ease in interaction makes men feel at ease as well, creating a relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere that fosters real connection. Men are drawn to women who can be themselves in any setting, whether it's a casual gathering or a formal event. Furthermore, when a woman embraces her natural beauty and charm, it often signals a sense of emotional security. She doesn't feel the need to rely on external validation to feel good about herself, and this sense of self-worth is incredibly attractive. Men admire women who are not caught up in constant self-doubt or insecurity because it makes them feel comfortable and confident in the relationship. It fosters a sense of emotional stability and maturity, which are essential qualities for building a lasting and meaningful connection. Another key factor that draws men to women who don't try too hard is the absence of pressure. When a woman is constantly worried about how she looks or whether she's meeting certain expectations, it can create an atmosphere of tension and stress. Men are naturally repelled by this because it can lead to a dynamic where one partner feels like they are in competition or constantly trying to measure up. On the other hand, women who embrace their authentic selves without trying to fit into a mold tend to create a much more relaxed and enjoyable environment. There is no need for pretension, and as a result, the relationship can evolve more naturally and comfortably. Men are also attracted to women who don't overdo their charm. Sometimes women who put in excessive effort to be charming or pleasing may come across as disingenuous. This overcompensation can feel forced and make men question the authenticity of the interaction. A woman who allows her natural charm to shine without overexerting herself creates an atmosphere where the connection feels real and unscripted. This allows men to feel like they're truly getting to know the woman rather than engaging with a version of her that she's presenting for validation. Moreover, women who don't try too hard often display a sense of balance. They know that their value isn't solely tied to their appearance, and this mindset is incredibly attractive. A woman who doesn't place too much importance on looking perfect or living up to impossible standards is likely to have a more grounded, holistic view of herself. This balance between caring for her physical appearance while also valuing her inner qualities, such as intelligence, kindness, and ambition, is what makes her truly appealing. Men are drawn to women who understand that true beauty radiates from the inside, and this sense of balance often creates a much deeper attraction than external appearances alone. Ultimately, the appeal of effortless beauty and charm comes down to the authenticity and ease that these women bring to the table. Men are naturally attracted to women who don't feel the need to overcompensate, whether in their looks, charm, or behavior. The simplicity and confidence that come with being comfortable in one's own skin are magnetic and create a more genuine connection. A woman who doesn't try too hard projects an aura of ease and confidence that draws people in and creates a space for deeper emotional connection. It is this relaxed and genuine presence that makes her not just beautiful, but irresistibly attractive. Men are often incredibly attracted to women who demonstrate emotional independence and self-sufficiency. When a woman doesn't try too hard to seek constant reassurance or validation, it reflects a deep sense of security in herself and in her relationship. This emotional independence is a highly appealing trait because it shows that she does not rely on anyone else to define her worth or dictate her happiness. Men find it refreshing when a woman is able to navigate her life with confidence, pursuing her own passions, interests, and goals without constantly seeking approval from those around her. This kind of self-sufficiency signals to men that she is not looking for someone to complete her, but is instead seeking a partnership based on mutual respect and shared values. A woman who is emotionally independent is more likely to engage in a healthy and balanced relationship. She doesn't expect her partner to fulfill all her emotional needs, which takes the pressure off the relationship and allows for a more organic and relaxed connection. Men appreciate women who don't need to be constantly reassured or who don't demand excessive attention to feel validated. This sense of emotional autonomy creates a more secure and stable foundation for a relationship because both partners are bringing their whole selves to the table without the baggage of emotional dependence. Additionally, emotional independence makes for a more exciting and interesting partner. When a woman has her own life, interests, and ambitions, she becomes someone who is not only attractive, but also engaging. Men are drawn to women who can have meaningful conversations, share their passions, and maintain a strong sense of identity outside of the relationship. This sense of self adds layers to her character, which enhances her appeal. A woman who is emotionally self-sufficient is able to bring depth to a relationship, making it more rewarding and enriching for both individuals. In relationships, it's crucial that both partners are able to stand on their own feet emotionally. Men are naturally drawn to women who have learned to rely on themselves for validation and happiness. A woman who doesn't try too hard to seek validation or cling to someone else for her emotional fulfillment is incredibly attractive because it signals maturity and emotional strength. It's this balance of independence and partnership that fosters long-term, healthy relationships. There's something inherently attractive about a woman who carries an air of mystery. When a woman doesn't try too hard to reveal every detail about herself or doesn't feel the need to chase after someone's attention, it sparks a sense of intrigue. Men are naturally drawn to this because mystery ignites curiosity and creates a desire to learn more about her over time. Instead of giving everything away up front, she holds certain parts of herself back, and that creates an emotional pull. This sense of the unknown makes her more captivating as men feel the need to uncover layers of her personality and story gradually, creating a deeper connection as the relationship evolves. When a woman doesn't try too hard to put everything on display, she allows the relationship to develop naturally. Instead of forcing a connection through constant effort or attention, she lets things unfold at their own pace, allowing for a more organic and authentic bond. Men appreciate this because it takes away any pressure to perform or meet specific expectations. There's no rush, no agenda. Just a genuine, evolving connection that becomes meaningful over time. This slow burn creates excitement, and men find this kind of dynamic engaging as it keeps them interested and invested. Mystery also helps to maintain a sense of excitement in the relationship. A woman who isn't trying to reveal everything at once gives the man the space to learn about her in more nuanced ways. She doesn't bombard him with every detail of her life or try to keep the conversation alive at all costs. Instead, she lets the dynamic flow naturally, offering glimpses of herself here and there, making the relationship feel less predictable and more engaging. This unpredictability draws men in because it provides an element of surprise and keeps the relationship exciting. Furthermore, when a woman maintains a sense of mystery, it suggests confidence and a level of self-respect. She doesn't feel the need to expose all her vulnerabilities or chase after validation. Instead, she trusts that over time her true self will be discovered naturally. This subtle confidence, rooted in knowing that her worth isn't defined by how much she gives away, is deeply attractive to men. It shows emotional maturity and creates a sense of reverence in the relationship as the man comes to value her not just for her outward qualities, but for her complexity and depth. Men are naturally repelled by neediness, and women who don't try too hard often exude a sense of high self-esteem that is incredibly attractive. A woman who is emotionally secure and doesn't constantly seek reassurance or validation creates an atmosphere of respect and admiration in her relationships. When a woman is self-assured and doesn't need to rely on a partner for constant attention, it demonstrates that she values herself and her worth isn't tied to someone else's opinion of her. This lack of neediness is refreshing because it signals maturity and emotional stability, which are highly sought-after qualities in a partner. Neediness often stems from a lack of self-worth or insecurity, and men can instinctively sense when someone is overly dependent on their attention or approval. A woman who doesn't try too hard to constantly seek validation, whether through excessive compliments or attention, creates a sense of balance in the relationship. Men are attracted to women who don't feel the need to compete for affection or who aren't constantly testing the relationship's stability. This emotional independence fosters trust and creates space for the relationship to grow naturally without the pressure of managing constant emotional demands. Moreover, a woman who exudes high self-esteem tends to have more fulfilling relationships because she knows how to communicate her needs in a healthy way. Rather than relying on her partner for constant emotional support, she is able to navigate her own feelings and handle challenges independently. This sense of emotional maturity and self-sufficiency makes her more attractive because it shows that she is capable of handling both the highs and lows of life with grace and composure. Men respect women who can maintain their emotional balance, as it means they are not bringing unnecessary drama or emotional instability into the relationship. In addition, when a woman isn't needy, it allows both partners to experience a relationship built on mutual respect and shared values. There is no pressure to constantly perform or reassure each other. Instead, the relationship becomes more about building a genuine connection based on trust, understanding, and shared goals. This type of relationship dynamic is not only healthier, but also more fulfilling for both individuals. The absence of neediness allows men to feel confident in the relationship without the stress of trying to manage emotional dependency. Ultimately, this self-assurance in a woman is incredibly attractive because it signals that she is complete on her own and her partner is simply an added bonus to her already fulfilling life. And men are often deeply attracted to women who foster an effortless connection and natural chemistry. When a woman doesn't try too hard to force a bond, it allows the relationship to develop organically, creating a deeper and more meaningful connection. Rather than relying on scripts or constant effort to maintain the flow of conversation, she allows things to unfold naturally, which makes the interaction feel genuine. This relaxed approach enables both individuals to engage with each other without the pressure of trying to impress or maintain a facade, which leads to a more authentic connection. The attraction of natural chemistry lies in the ease with which two people can come together without trying too hard. Men often appreciate women who don't feel the need to manipulate the conversation or steer it in a certain direction to create intimacy. Instead, they allow for moments of quiet and natural flow, where both parties can engage in meaningful dialogue or simply enjoy each other's company without the pressure of constantly performing. This ease of connection fosters a sense of comfort and familiarity that creates a more profound bond. Additionally, when a woman doesn't try too hard to create chemistry, it leads to less anxiety and more trust between partners. There is no need to pretend to be someone she's not, or to overanalyze every word or gesture. This openness fosters a sense of vulnerability, which is often what makes a relationship feel deeper and more emotionally fulfilling. Men are attracted to women who are open to creating a genuine connection without putting on airs, as it allows them to be themselves without fear of judgment. This openness creates an environment where both people can show their true selves and connect on a more real and emotional level. The relaxed nature of this type of connection also tends to eliminate the fear of rejection or miscommunication. When both individuals aren't trying too hard to impress or to ensure everything goes perfectly, the interaction becomes much more fluid and enjoyable. It allows for mistakes, awkward moments, and imperfections, all of which contribute to a more genuine and lasting connection. Men find this lack of pressure to perform or be perfect incredibly refreshing, as it allows them to connect with the woman on a level that feels real, comfortable, and honest. This authenticity in building chemistry is often what makes the connection feel effortless and ultimately more rewarding.